we had a couple of photos come out from the Suicide Squad movie, which I'm still kind of in disbelief that they're making. So the big one was there was a Joker picture that was put on Twitter, almost out of nowhere.
Yeah. So, I mean, everyone knows it by now. It's the Jared Leto picture, with the fucking grills and the
not grills, or caps. I believe.
Yes,
caps in his teeth,
and the Game Boy Play It Loud scream, and the green hair, and all the tattoos. And the backlash to it was fucking huge. I mean, there were people on my Twitter feed, trying to defend it, and like...
Oh, people went after me when I made fun of it. I said it looked like a carny.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like, okay, I mean, different aesthetics for different folks. So I thought, and the majority of people thought it was fucking awful. So here's the funny thing, and I don't know what story to believe here. First of all, it was the Joker's anniversary recently. Okay? And the Jared Leto picture had all these fucking awful tattoos.
Ha 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 on the shoulder. A jester hat over a skull here. Damage on the forehead.
And the traditional like Joker smile on his arm. So after all this backlash, they came out and they're like, guys, it was just a promo picture that we dropped in like celebration of the anniversary of Joker's creation. Those tattoos aren't going to be in the final film. And I'm sitting here thinking, okay, it is the Joker's anniversary, but this seems like a really fucking convenient excuse.
And that seems like the worst PR ever to say that.
Yeah.
With your first reveal of a huge iconic character that people are literally, this guy Jared Leto every week has been tweeting or Instagramming like, oh, now my hair's dyed, now it's blonde. And people are like, oh, what's next? And then this gets revealed. It's like, oh, here it is. What? He's got a J teardrop tattoo?
Uh-huh.
That's hardcore, yo.
Right. So, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, what to say about that, really. But they did say that those tattoos are not going to be in the final film. That doesn't really matter because Snyder's DC Universe can blow me.
Well, did you saw the picture of the Suicide Squad come out?
I did. But I mean, I glanced at it.
I don't know half the characters.
I just glanced at it.
I think I know two. Obviously, Harley Quinn's the big one. I think the actress going to do a great job, I think. Mm-hmm. I don't like the fact that she has Puddin tattooed on her leg, because it's like, okay. It by itself, it's fine, but the fact that we saw this Joker tattoo thing... Okay, does every character need a tattoo of like stuff they say on them?
Yeah, that leads me to believe that what they said about the Joker's tattoos was not exactly truthful.
Yes.
Because now you're seeing that same sort of shit on some of the other characters.
So you think this is a big backtrack, being that they're starting to film it now that, okay, we have time to not show his tattoos or cover it up, or... Did they tweet it out the fact that it wasn't, or where did they say this?
I don't even remember where I saw it. I read it somewhere. I don't remember where. I mean, Jesus, this was weeks ago. This is definitely...
Well, it's less than a couple weeks.
This is an older topic, but I mean, I don't remember.
I just don't see them going 360 on something like that because people are going 180. 360! Yeah. Going to 180 on something like that because they're trying to do this universe that's quote-unquote edgier and grittier. We talked about the Batman vs. Superman teaser, which we're not supposed to talk about, but we will because we can talk about whatever we want. But this seems to be the step in the same direction where this is the hardcore, gritty universe.
Well, it would be that's the thing. It would be 100% in line with the
Snyder universe.
The Snyder
no
universe.
Subtlety at all.
No.
And if people say, "Whoa, is he that subtle as a clown?" Yeah, a hell of a lot more subtle than having I'm a murderer on his head.
Right.
That's a hell of a lot more subtle.
I laugh a lot.
You see, the whole point of the Joker is that he's literally a clown on the outside, and then he kills you. Now, it's a cliche now, but it wasn't when he came out.
Right.
That's why the character is so beloved, and is why he's one of the most famous villains, because he's the exact opposite of what he appears as.
Right.
And some people tweet like, "Oh, Two-Face is really subtle." That's in his name, Two-Face. Joker is a Joker. It's supposed to be a funny character.
Right.
That is a little more subtle on the surface.
Whatever. I don't care about subtlety. I mean, subtlety.
Oh,
yes.
no, I care about it.
I do. What I'm saying is you can't argue away Snyder's fucking ham-fistedness with fucking everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would be one thing if it was just for this movie. Hey, for the Suicide Squad, we're gonna be completely over the fucking top and just run with it.
This is connected.
Fine, but it's not. It's connected. It's perfectly falling in line with everything else he's done, and it's just not anything I have any interest
having
in.
kung fu, wire fu fights, and fucking Watchmen, which went against the entire grain of the movie, supposedly portraying quote unquote realistic superheroes like the graphic novel. No subtlety at all. He just doesn't. He's almost there, but then he misses it at the very end, and it goes away. Like he gets it up to like 80%, and then doesn't understand after that.
Well, he missed it entirely in Man of Steel, but.
Like, he knows enough to be dangerous. That's the expression I like.
Let's move on. We're treading familiar ground. Let's not get ourselves worked
up.
Well,
it's only every 3 months you can go off on Snyder? Is that what it is?
Well, no, we went off on him recently. I don't need to
I don't need to get worked up over him.